I'm Igor Driesmans. I'm the EU ambassador to ASEAN. Well, circular economy is a priority in the EU-ASEAN high-level dialogue on environment and climate change, and we agreed to initiate a partnership on circular economy already in September 2018. One example, we conducted a study on circular economy in plastics the year after, in 2019, which provides an overview of where ASEAN is in plastics management and what the ASEAN member states can do individually and collectively to move towards a circular economy. And through extensive consultations, the study made concrete recommendations, including establishing an ASEAN Circular Economy Stakeholders Platform. And I was very proud that last September in Bangkok, the EU supported the inauguration of the secretariat of this, I think, very important platform. I think the partnership between the EU and ASEAN on circular economy will only grow, as we are very committed to support ASEAN's journey to achieve that objective. I think there are two big challenges we need to address. First, our current consumption and production models are just not sustainable. We produce too much waste. So single-use products are everywhere, and most often reusability, upgradability, and reparability are not considered during the design or the development process. Actually, a recent assessment by CSIRO shows that waste recycling rate in ASEAN region in 2018 was merely 2.5%. In comparison, in the EU, it is 27%. So we must change that, and I think ASEAN is committed to do so. The second challenge is the lack of upstream government policies to promote a shift to circular economy. According to the regional gap analysis, which I mentioned earlier, the current focus in ASEAN is mainly on how to manage products when they have reached their end of life. So more efforts are needed to develop regulations and incentive for product design and for circular business models to be supported. So this leads us to some opportunities. The EU's journey towards circularity is not an easy feat, but I think it's demonstrated that something that we hope could be replicated in ASEAN. And I think we can draw inspiration from the new European Green Deal, which is the EU's new growth strategy, a strategy which leads the EU into an ecological transition that cuts emissions while creating jobs. So I think the opportunity for both ASEAN and the EU is really to create a modern, resource-efficient and competitive economy where there are no net emissions of greenhouse gases, where the natural capital is protected and where economic growth is decoupled from resource, energy use and pollution. So it's about creating jobs, it's about increasing competitiveness, and it's about boosting innovation. In light of the critical challenges and the untapped potential, the platform is envisioned to support the regional action on circular economy, facilitate exchanges between policymakers, the business community, and civil society in ASEAN, and serve as an information and knowledge sharing portal. I'm confident that the platform will raise awareness of the relevance and benefits of a circular economy approach. It will strengthen the exchange of experience and lessons among the ASEAN member states and the EU regarding strategies, policies, and business models. Together, these will create a positive ripple effect on government policies, businesses, business practices, and the life of over 600 million people across the ASEAN region.